Hey, I'm Baz and this is Venture Offroad Australia 4x4. We're heading into Lancelin Dunes for some sandboarding fun, then on to Yanchep National Park just north of Perth, where we'll camp for a few days to explore the Perth area. Made it to Perth yesterday, staying at Yanchep National Park and having a look in Crystal Caves today. It's a bit wet, about 19 degrees today is the forecast, so a bit of a change. We're getting colder and colder the further we go south. And tour just for us, just the four of us. It's going to be fun.
A bit responsible, I suppose, and I think, well, no, safety's not worth it. That little bit extra there, I think I might.
Yeah,
some people are obviously very adventurous, but you know, taking the spare rig off to go a little bit further. So at the moment we are only 9 metres below the ground. We only descend about 3 or 4 metres further. We reach our natural floor in the very next chamber, so 13 metres below the ground. So today we do a big circle or loop around the cave, return back here and we'll leave the very same way we landed. Now our limestone's only very young. 600,000 years sounds a lot, doesn't it? But in cave time it's like you said, it's only very, very young in time. Our limestone's only very shallow as well. So there's a few different things compared to other caves already. So 10 metres they believe. So as I mentioned, not very deep, only very shallow caves. One of over 580 caves just at Yanchep National Park. The oldest, the largest and developed as a tour cave. With the water dropping, we do have your usual, your spiders, your cockroaches, pseudoscorpions, very, very small, the occasional frog. But we also have amphipods. Now they're only very little.
Are they like minuscule?
About the size of your pinky nail. 4
Yeah.
millimetres in size. I'll tell you what, if it was the size of the picture, I don't think I'd be down here. I can take comfort knowing they're very little. So a very small aquatic crustacean and believed to be found nowhere else in the world, only here.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
A subspecies of maybe some other things found elsewhere, but this particular one only here. So yes, it would need water, so a very small little pool, but also those tree roots. And when they find the water, they create a root mat. Stalagmites, water splashing on the floor and growing up. The other one you were looking at before is just a different movement of water. It's almost like a sheet of water. And the mineral needed to help them grow as well is calcium carbonate. So as it rains, it collects carbon dioxide from the air and the water becomes slightly acidic. We generally meet just out here, but the stairs make a nice viewing area. The chamber extends just a little further through there. But just as popular now as what it was back then. Very, very popular. through cracks and fissures.
The lift up.
So we're hoping, I know I asked, it would have been about 18 months ago, nearly 2 years ago even, that I asked if there were any amphipods in there, but at that stage I don't think they were ready to pod and fruit yet to have a little look. So we'll let it go for a little while and then they may follow up on that. I do know people that have followed them closely though and do suggest that they've moved down with the water, eggs laying dormant in the sand and amphibians like that.
Yeah.
As I mentioned.
Having a look at the Koala Walk in Yanchep National Park. There's one all the way up there in the tree.
Up there.
Looks like they're all going to be really high up in the tree, so we may not see them too much, or at least not on camera.
Where is the other one?
Up here. Right up there. They're just sleeping. Doing what koalas do. Sleep and eat leaves. Not that we haven't seen koalas before. We live in the bush, so see koalas almost on a regular basis. But it's a bit of a novelty. We're on holidays in the national park, so we'll have a look-see. Grass trees around this part of WA are fantastic. They're obviously planted in here, but along the sides of the road and along the sides of the highway, heaps of grass trees. We're at Henry White Oval at Yanchep National Park. We've been here for the last 3 nights. Stop over in Perth, chance to get everything sorted with the car, servicing, a couple of exhaust mounts that needed to be replaced and repaired, and wheel balance and alignment, food, all that sort of stuff, as well as just having a general look around. There's caves here, so plenty to see and do. Koala Walk. But I thought I'll show you the campground here because it is pretty impressive. $28 a night for the family. Good sized spot. We have seen people with 2 caravans in the one spot here. Not a lot of spots. We would have liked to have stayed an extra night, but we weren't able to organise an extra night because everything's booked out and we're not in peak season. It's not a long weekend or anything like that, but it's nice that there's not too many spots, in the sense that you get a bit of space to yourself. My one gripe would be that the hot water doesn't last long enough, but given you're camping, really, what can you say? Doesn't really matter. Awesome amenities, brand new. Poke my head in the toilets and showers just so you can see. Sensor lights, beautiful and clean. Okay, the wheelchair accessible as well. Here you go. Nice big shower head. There we go, so again, nice and clean, plenty of space, plenty of hooks to put your gear on, both sides. Big shower space, big shower head, beautiful and clean. Plenty of hand washing stations. So you've got 3 unisex showers, 3 unisex toilets, and then you've got 2 wheelchair accessible toilet and showers. So all in all, 5 toilets, 5 showers. It's pretty impressive for $28 a night. National parks are actually getting something right for a change. Not very often you'll hear me say that. Very much feel like it's overcharged most places. You're paying an entry fee into the national parks and you're paying your camping fees, and then in some places they're asking for donations too. Considering we're tax-paying Australians, I find that a bit rich. But $28 a night, I'll cop that if there's good amenities. And this is the camp kitchen. So 2 barbecues. Nice new barbecues. The whole place is brand new. Nice big sinks. And it down. Hot and cold water. So no individual campfires here, which is not really a worry. They do provide a communal fire pit, which is kind of cool, which has been done really artistically by some of the rangers here apparently. And this general scenery is quite nice here, plenty of birds, grass, trees. There's usually plenty of kangaroos hanging about as well. There you have it, Henry White Oval, Yanchep National Park. Highly recommended as a camp spot if you need something close to Perth. Obviously it's all pretty new, certainly when I was researching the place it wasn't all fenced off like it is, so once all this vegetation grows up too, you'll really have a bit of space to yourself. It's been well thought out, well managed, except for the cape weed, which I would like to see parks doing something about. It seems a real shame to have so much cape weed in the national park, but I know it is very hard to control, so can't give them too much of a hard time. All in all, well done parks. Come visit Yanchep National Park. One last stop in Perth before we continue on our journey. Checking out Kings Park. We found a bird plant which Rachel's been looking at. Been looking for this for quite some time, and this is the first one we've seen in Kings Park of all places. Got spinifex. We thought we'd gotten away from spinifex country, but we haven't. And there's a boab over there too. We'll leave you with one last photo by Rachel and one of my favourites from Perth. Thanks for watching. Leave us a comment below to let us know your favourite spot in Perth. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and we'll see you next time.